Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to look at EZA Super Vegeta. Now, I've watched and taken a look at a lot of the commentary about this character by people. Now, I certainly would agree they could have done better by him, right? Vegeta has a couple of different things that just don't really fit very well, sort of, in the current meta. I mean, global players, remember, you're in a bit of a weird spot right now, but very soon the global sync is going to happen, and we're not going to have these stupid-ass issues anymore, thank God. But there's just a couple of things I wanted to point out about Super Vegeta's kit. We'll go over his build and blah, blah, blah. This will be a long video, don't worry. Alright, so this right here was great 4 months ago, but it's not 4 months ago anymore. Against the biggest bosses, this probably would wear off. Like, by the time you get to Blue Gogeta, this is going to wear off. Against Beast, it's not going to be an issue. Against Trunks, it could be. But this guy will do a lot of damage. This guy is going to be good against Trunks because he can do a lot of damage with a guaranteed crits, right? And then, of course, there's this. I don't know what, bro. Again, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you what they were thinking with that. But regardless of some of these issues, he doesn't have, like, a super top-tier defensive mechanic against what would be, you know, the faces of the big bosses and stuff like that. But it's one of these things where Vegeta is gonna just be, like, a solid character, right? Like, this is a character that we could put him on the team, and, I mean, he's just gonna be able to perform well. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, we look at it, and it's like, okay, like, Blue Gogeta is kind of like the go-to boss. Like, how can you handle Blue Gogeta? And Super Vegeta is going to get crushed by him, right? But so does 99% of the game. But then we'd look at a character like EZA Bardock. Bardock potentially has the defensive mechanics to work around Blue Gogeta, whereas this Vegeta does not. But, I mean, would we say that Bardock is better than this Vegeta, though? Fuck no, dude. Hell no. Like, so it's one of those things where Vegeta is just going to be like a nice, strong, tight character who certainly will fall off against some of the biggest bosses, but he's going to come out there, he's going to do so much damage because he's doing guaranteed crits on all of his attacks, and he will be fairly tanky throughout the beginning stages of the fight. This is a character that has value. Anyone that thinks that this is just like a throwaway loser, that's not correct. I mean, could he have been way better? Yes. But, like, he's, like, a sturdy character. Now, so I have been grinding my ass off in the Whis event, and I've walked away with some good equips. I have gotten some good ones. Not even from the treasure chest, either. But I've actually gotten them just straight up from, like, Whis dropping them himself. I'm gonna probably, today, while I'm grinding Crisis Core, I'll probably just sit in that Whis event. It slows me down with link leveling, but, I mean, hey, you know, I'm going to run out of characters link level anyway. Let me get these equips. I could do better in the silver slot. You know, maybe down the line, I might change that. But, I mean, we already have the level 5 additional right there. You know, we could get, like, a level 4 additional plus 2 dodge, which would, you know, give us 6 points instead of 5 points. But this is fine. I already have my Super Vegeta built more additional. I really think... So you never give him crit unless you're a Dumbo, but you could go raw attack on him. Raw defense, I guess, could have some value with his guard, maybe against like the Cell Max fight. But just like anything in additional or dodge, you could go either way. It'll be fine. Dodges, this guy could maybe be a lot better with, you know, 27, 28 dodge. I think he could be really good. But, you know, I think something like this will be fine. He's going to put up a lot of damage. I think he should just look like a generally solid character. That's what he is. He's going to be a solid character. He's not really going to fall to the depths of, like, badness that we've seen from some EZA TURs, right? Like, we're not going to be, you know, all right, here we go, 5 million attacks at 200k defense like Bardock turn 1. We're not going to have to worry about that shit. Vegeta's already got a sticker because he's fairly recent. Let's jump into... I've really been enjoying doing the Evolution Blue Vegeta fight as kind of like an initial showcase stage. A really tough boss, but we potentially, you know, could, you know, kind of just not like one of the showcase bosses. You guys get what I'm saying. Let's just hop over there. Let's see how Vegeta's going to do. Oh, real quick. Yeah, I guess my bad. I had blabbered away for a super long time. 5 minutes in, we haven't gotten the gameplay. But, bro, you know what you're doing here. If we hop back over, these are the boys' 200% leader skills. By my guesstimation, I mean, I could not, damn, I would, I mean, would I say I would rather run Super Trunks as a leader over LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I'm not going to go that far. But we do have two good leaders, Vegeta and then Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. This character, well, I don't love the idea of two of them, but obviously the Tech Vegeta team, Super Vegeta, is going to go crazy on. Alright, so here we are. Remember, High School Gohan did just get his EZA. So, you know, we could kind of test him out. I'll give him his 200% video probably tomorrow. I'll probably get to it. Maybe today. I don't. We'll see. We'll see. You know, we'll give him a sticker and stuff like that. I did give High School Gohan a nice little build. We'll talk about that later on. So, okay. Remember, Super Vegeta is going to be guarding. He does get the big extra stats after he receives an attack. No reason for us not to take advantage of that, so let's just do this. Just at 200k defense at the start of turn, huh? Let me just get a quick glance at his buffs here. So 200% attack and defense and 2 key start of turn. Guard for 5 turns. 100% attack and defense on the super attack. He gets 50% attack and defense, so each super attack performed up to 100%. So that's where additionals could come in good. You know, you could build that up in one turn. He gets 50% attack and defense within the same turn after receiving an attack. Then he has his buffs against just Cell. We'll go into the Cell fight and take a look at that. Then he also stuns enemies guaranteed. Could be very good. I look at Vegeta, and I think Vegeta will be a nice asset in the Cell Max fight. If they give us missions for a lot of these different categories right here that he's on, Super Vegeta could be great for the Cell Max. Now, yeah, dude, I'm talking about the fight. So many people are like, well, his buff doesn't work in Cell Max. I know. I talk about it constantly. Guys, please. My God. You're going to drive me crazy sometimes. All right, let's go. So again, High School Gohan is EZA. Remember, we could build... Vegeta's team is pretty good. And we could easily... So we have Kabe on the team here. And, like, we have enough good... Look at these STR characters. Super Vegeta, High School Gohan, Kabe, and the STR Vegito. None of them should let us down. We're going to be able to have the buff for Kabe, his guard, without any issues. Okay. Oh, damn. That was a lot of damage there. 15 million is really good. We need to see what he looks like doing these attack stats without getting hit first, of course. All right. We have a lot of additional. Let's go. But yeah. Unfortunately, though, you guys know how it is with me. Super attack effect for Vegeta. He gets 30% defense. He does immense. And then he does guaranteed crits. So, that's pretty good. We'll definitely take that. I mean, that attack stat, I was thinking that was going to be a little bit higher right there. Because, remember, what we just saw, that was the buff for getting hit first. I guess, to be fair, early in the fight, it probably would be easy to have him in slot 1. Well... I don't know. Judging by the damage we took from that one normal, though. Huh. I don't know. Okay. Alright, let's just do this right here. Let's hit you. I was thinking about, in my head, I'm like, oh, we'll try and stay low on HP, but it's not really going to matter. Yeah, we're not going to see that STR Vegito transformation no matter what. Alright, so remember, Super Vegeta's guarding for 5 turns. That's his first 3 rotations. Remember, Super Vegeta does still have his active skill. Also, keep in mind that these active skills do not change, right? Like, the active skills pretty much are going to remain the same. Eventually, they could do an update to allow them to change active skills. They could, at any time, they literally could just do the update, and then they could change active skills. But they have not done it. And looking at how they built Blue Kaioken, Goku, and Evolution Blue Vegeta's EZA, it seems like they'd rather just, you know, put different things in passives as like a workaround and stuff like that, right? All right, so, okay, on this next rotation here, Vegeta's still going to be guarding. Vegeta is probably going to be the one to deliver the finishing blow to this Vegeta. And then we'll still have one more turn of guard. Keep in mind that this fight, this Supreme Battle Spectacle fight we're in right here, it's only 2 phases. So this is going to be a good fight for Vegeta. Like, Vegeta will be very good against probably Supreme Battle Spectacle Trunks, Cell Max, Fusion Zamasu. I mean, several fights I do in the regular rotation of hard fights for the World Tour, Super Vegeta should be rather good for. One thing we're going to have to definitely look at, though, is how Super Vegeta does, you know, his damage and stuff like that in, like, slot 2. Yeah, good Tenga by Kabe. Kabe, like, Kabe is really good. All right, this is a nice turn right here. I think I will transform with Vegeta just so we could get more Super Vegeta's links, like get him in a better situation here. So Super Vegeta has Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Saiyan Pride, Golden Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Let's just go ahead and transform with the other Vegeta and, you know, get the better links here.
計算だけでわかるもんじゃない。俺たちサイヤ人はな。
Alright, so obviously we're not going to be using Vegeta's active and finishing off this enemy Vegeta or anything like that. So we're up to 357 now, huh? So... Damn, the buff is that big from his build-up. He gets the extra 50% with each super attack performed, huh? In terms of links now, we have everything up except for Royal Lineage. Okay. Sure, let's see how this is gonna look right here. I think Super Vegeta seems fine. I mean, if we'd have gotten that double super the first turn, right, he'd be fully built up. All right, there's his stats. Jumps up to 21 million. Again, this is a guaranteed crit. So this is huge damage. And then, you know, I have him, what is it, 24 additional? So he'd have a 48% chance to throw out the second one. Yeah, he's gonna do a lot of damage, man. Yeah, this guy's gonna be hitting hard as hell. On this next turn, we're still going to have his guard, and we're going to be able to pop the active, too, which is going to make him look really good. I think we probably actually could get killed here. Could STR Vegeta just get one shot? Probably not, no. All right, let's see how we do. We could take a shit ton of damage here. This Vegeta is a real boss. His super attack is not the craziest in terms of damage, but he lowers your defense by 80%, which, I mean, I don't need to explain, right? Like, yeah, that's going to be tough to deal with. Super Vegeta is going to go really stupid next turn with the active up. Remember, there's two other things we're going to have to do regardless of how this fight plays out right here, is we need to see what Vegeta's attack stat and stuff like that looks like in, like, slot 2. You know, when he doesn't get the buff from being hit first. And we do need to see him against Cell as well. Keep in mind that next turn, Super Vegeta, he's fully built up now. We've done the 2 super attacks. All right, hopefully we attack broke the super. I have no clue how High School Gohan's going to work, like how well he's going to work defensively here. This is my first time using him. And, I mean, this character, our HP is high, so they have their full damage reduction up. They give us a couple of supers right here, get the extra stacks. They'll probably be okay. They do have a lot of damage reduction, so. Alright, nice. That's 4. They give us 4, right? Okay, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty uncommon where I'm actually able to get the Vegito transformation, unfortunately. Hopefully we attack broke the super. We didn't. Alright, well, we're going to find out here real fast. I think we should live this. Maybe I'm disrespecting Goku and Vegeta. I'm not sure. Okay, pretty good. We'll take it. We'll take it. Again, that's a real boss super right there. Do not think that that's like some little bitch attack or something. How are you doing? High School Gohan, huh? Okay. Wait, do we not... Wait, huh? Don't we have... Oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, that's one part of his thing I forgot. Okay. So his active, we have to be above 50% HP. Damn. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we'll just pop him in slot 1 right here. Do we want to... I kind of want to throw the Big Bang. Just get this in the video. Might as well. Let's go. Super Vegeta no Big Bang attack da! All right, so we'll probably this will be the last turn where Super Vegeta is going to be involved in the fight here against this guy. We didn't really get a ton of orbs though for Kabe. All right, let's see. Maybe we could see Super Vegeta. I mean, he'll be fine against the Super, especially if he Supers first. Right, defensively, damn, we're up to 25 million now. Damn, if we had the active, whew, it's fine. I mean, we'll see his full buffs against Cell, right? We'll get the active, we'll get the Cell buff. No additional right there. Super. I think he gets Super, like, right here. Yeah, he does. Nice. We should eat this really well, though. I think. Because Vegeta does get quite a few stats. Let's see. No. No, I mean, that wasn't 500. It does get to a point with some bosses where it's like, remember, the rule is, oh, you lived, it's a W. But this Vegeta hits, you know, that 80% debuff is nasty, but I don't know if this Evolution Blue Vegeta is a boss to where the rule is up, where doesn't matter, you live, it's a dub. I don't know if Kabe is living here either. We actually could die. Nah, Kabe. Oh, his guard is still up. Right. All right, well, there's that. We could just go ahead and. I guess we gotta. I mean, we gotta get the STR Vegito transfer. We got it.
いいんだろこれで
さてはベジータベジータとカカロットが合体してベジットってとこかな。さらにEZAスーパーベジット。
All right, so let's just go ahead and slot 3 super attack, huh, buddy? Here, let's just get a KO screen real fast right there. All right, so he's out of here. Again, there's still a couple of different situations I want to see with Super Vegeta. We still want to see his active skill. I'm just going to go into, like, the Red Zone Cell fight, and we could see Super Vegeta's full potential. And obviously, Cell, he could get new missions added to that fight. Like, there's still a lot of stuff that could happen in the future, but, you know, having extra buffs against a specific boss like Cell, I mean, we kind of missed the mark on that fight. By the way, I mean, adding restrictions to a character that didn't have them before, like, feels shitty. But I don't really care so much when it's an EZA TUR. I don't. You know, if it's a Dokkan Fest that's coming out next week, I'll rant all day long about how stupid it is. But like, when we start talking about EZAs and free-to-play characters, stuff like that, it's like, it's not the biggest deal. Although free-to-play characters just are never good enough. But all right, we'll come back against Red Zone Cell. All right, guys, we have Super Vegeta lined up right there in turn 1. How lovely. I am very... Oh. All right, well, we could see Super Vegeta look pretty good right away. We got Kabe on rotation right here. Gonna have this boy, a lot of his links up and stuff like that. So remember, the buff we now have active. So Super Vegeta is gonna get a guaranteed additional super within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then an extra 50% attack and defense, and guaranteed guard if there is a Cell. So, an additional super, extra stats, guaranteed guard, certainly all good stuff. I mean, Vegeta's going to look a little bit better in this run for sure. We're probably going to kill Cell immediately here. All right, let's see what we get. Go ahead, Vegeta, give us some good numbers right here. And he opens up with a 19 million, okay. Remember, he does have a guaranteed additional super coming in. I guess one thing, when I was first a little underwhelmed by that first attack stat that he did, yeah, one thing I gotta remember is that he wasn't built up. Yes, he, you know, after he does 2 supers, he's gonna have his full stats, and then he just wipes Cell away instantly. Yeah, that's, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, we definitely would get a relevant Cell, by the way. Who would we want to put in slot 1 right here? I guess that's it. What do I have with them with dodge? I mostly want additional with them, huh? Cheeky. You know, I don't know if I think full dodge for that STR Vegito is 100% the correct way to go with them for sure. Absolutely. This is not a good rotation, actually. Well, I mean, this Cell's not strong enough to smoke us, but not really a great rotation for sure. These are a lot of our supports and stuff. Yeah, man, I kind of, like, I've used this character a lot now. I really am consider, like, putting him full dodge probably is what I want to do with this character for sure. I'm pretty sure they've just been outright killed more often than I've transformed into Vegeta. Although in this video so far, you know, they tank decently, and we did get a Vegeta transformation as well. Yeah, wow, dude, it's crazy. Like, hopping out of Supreme Battle Spectacle into this. But, like, look at the health bar, like, of the enemy. He's a fish out here, dude. Like, he's out of here in 2 seconds. Nope, say goodbye. Say goodbye to all your health, bozo. Alright, on this next turn, will be interesting to see Super Vegeta here. So, this is going to be Super Vegeta. He's now fully built up, right? He did his 2 super attacks and shit, so. Alright, we have double Vegetas. Oh, yeah, so Super Vegeta, he has 2 different conditions for the active skill. He already did have some Cell stuff in here. So we could do it HP 50% or more starting from 5th turn, or if he's been hit once, and there's a Cell enemy. Alright, let's do this. We'll transform the friend Vegeta here. Alright, let's go. So remember, this is Super Vegeta fully built up. 463k. Okay. And that's after he's done his 2 super attacks. Okay, there's a heal. Okay, there's that. There's the stats. 24. A lot of these, right? One thing we still haven't done, which I do need to show, is, you know, we can go into one more event, and we need to see Vegeta, like, what these attack stats look like sitting in slot 2. Or, like, you know, because, like, when we're in, like, the Supreme Battle Spectacle and stuff like that, like, we're not going to be running him in slot 1 a lot of times. Hell no. Yeah, we'll transform into Vegeta here. Okay, interesting. Interesting little super attack placement by this guy. Let's hit that right there. That's fine. And then King Vegeta can still get these. Although there's no Vegeta on rotate. Well, wait. Does that... How does King Vegeta... Like, is he going to lose that because we switched from, you know, what was a Goku and Vegeta into Vegito? We could pretty easily kill Cell right here. Depends on what Vegito does. If he gives us the additional super, which he should. There he is, Daddy. Nice. That opening shot, look, this whole animation looks so good. That shit is fire. Alright, this is going to do a ton of damage. Yeah. 7.4. Okay. Yep, here, hold this. 7.4 again, and you're goodbye. Yep, see ya. Adios, Sil. Alright, so now we're going against this guy. We see that super attack right away. I guess this is a good turn to just pop the active and then blow this guy's asshole inside out. Absolutely. Let's do that.
どうやら修行で差がつきすぎてしまったらしいな。俺はスーパーベジータだ。
I remember when Super Vegeta first came out, people said that animation was janky, and it's like, bro, like I mean, I know I am a boomer, but I do not see it, man. I don't. Does it look janky? I think it looks fine. I don't know. I look at that and say, yeah, it looks okay to me. I don't know. No clue. All right, so we're going up against Cell, so we are going to be guarding the whole time. All right, let's go ahead and hit this. All right, this Cell. Remember, this Cell hits like a bitch now. A million damage is nothing. 130? Well, I guess it's 40. Okay. Yeah, 40 million attack is pretty good. It's a guaranteed crit. And he does have a guaranteed additional super, so does have a guaranteed additional right there. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, he does look good. He looks solid. I don't think we're going to have trouble in the World Tour either. I mean, a lot of that is going to do with the fact that we're going to have a nice, strong team, right? We'll, you know, be able to have Evolution Blue Vegeta and a lot of these characters, but we're definitely not going to be running into issues, man. No way. Wait a minute. There's no... Oh, you're not supering. Well, okay, that's that. Let's go and we need to do one more run. We haven't done a turn yet at all of Vegeta in slot 2, and we need to get footage of that in here. We need to see what Vegeta looks like in slot 2 throwing out these attack stats, because, you know, I mean, it depends. We could put Super Vegeta in slot 1, know he would live against some of the earlier stages of Supreme Battle Spectacle, but at the same time, he could maybe take enough damage to then ensure we get Vegito out. That could be something we do. We'll see, we'll see. All right, let me just come back into a second fight, another fight here, and we could see Super Vegeta, just what he's doing, you know, a couple of turns with him in like slot 2 or slot 3 or something. All right, guys, so Vegeta was in slot 7. So this will be a good opportunity right away for us to see how Vegeta's going to look. This is going to be all 7 links up for him as well. Sure, okay. So let's see how Vegeta does. This is going to be turn 1. This is our first time using him just sitting in slot 2. In a lot of the tough fights, slot 2 is probably where we'll run him, but we'll see. We'll see how things are going to go. Again, I think we could utilize Super Vegeta to potentially safely get STR Vegito out, which could be good. Because I have had, you know, I see people talk about, oh yeah, AGL Blue Vegito is so easy to get, and Super Vegito is so easy to get. Bro, not for me. I do not get those characters out very easily, so. Super Vegeta being a tool for that could be good. Alright, let's see what Super Vegeta's damage is right here. Still just 13 million just sitting in slot 2 like that, huh? Okay. Remember, he needs to do the 2 supers to build up. There's one. Hit him, but 10 system additional, of course. All throughout the video, that's all we're going to be getting. God damn it. God damn this game. Oh! Alright, guys, we'll get 2 more rotations. We'll get this one, and then next turn we'll pop the active skill. Again, during this portion of the video, we're just seeing Super Vegeta in slot dose. You know, without getting his buff for being hit the whole time. That's kind of like the main point of what we're seeing right here. Then next turn, we'll pop the active. We'll have Kabe next to him. So let me know what you guys think of Super Vegeta. One thing I think could be an issue I haven't talked about. So people get very obsessive over damage, right? I've had the discussion a million, billion, gazillion times. Damage isn't always the smartest way to play. You can do too much damage too fast, make it difficult for some characters to build up, get to the last phases too fast, right? Whereas Super Vegeta is working on a you know, a clock until he loses his guard. You know, there's other characters that want to slowly build up before you get to like Blue Gogeta and shit like that. So I think that's something that's pretty significant to consider. That perhaps Vegeta will do too much damage in earlier phases of the Supreme, like, you know, Blue Gogeta fight or something like that, you know, which aren't as threatening, and then it could be a bad thing. It could be. But we'll go through. We'll see. All right, we'll make this the final turn. I feel like we've seen a lot of different situations for Super Vegeta, how he could be good, how he could be bad, blah, 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 blah. This looks fine right here for Super Vegeta, because the only link we don't... Oh, my God. The only link we got is the Cord. What? No. Only link we don't have up is Golden Warrior, which gives us 2 key and 1 key and lowers enemy defense. Pointless. Doesn't matter here. I mean, there are places where the debuff could be good, right? The defensive debuff, but you know, a showcase setting is not one.
どうやら修行で差がつきすぎてしまったらしいな。俺はスーパーベジータだ。
That thumb. It's crazy. When this guy came out originally, he was definitely #1 best TUR easily. And, I mean, that shit is crazy because, you know, the thumb is infamous for, you know, Vegeta puts that thumb up and then he gets destroyed, typically. But then in Dokkan, that boy puts that thumb up and he's God. It's like, whoa, Vegeta. All right, so let's see. So this is Super Vegeta fully built up. You know, we got Kabe support and stuff like that, but it's him in slot 2. So he's not going to get that buff of getting hit. The getting hit buff is not as important as it once was, because Super Vegeta, he didn't get... No, he did. He got the 50% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Okay, that's increased. Okay, never mind. But, you know, let's see what damage he does right here, and then we'll finish up. Yeah, I think Super Vegeta's solid. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly, like, how good he's going to be, considering, you know, like, is he better than EGL Zamasu? Very possibly. I don't, like, he's probably somewhere in there with some of these other characters. We did not get, if I'm not mistaken, we did not get the Hidden Potential System Additional even one single time throughout this video. I don't think, not even once. We got additionals against Cell, because he gets the guaranteed additional, so... Yeah, that's why people can fall in love with additional builds, okay, but I might be leaning a different way. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, guys, so Super Vegeta. I mean, he certainly could put up, you know, good stats, good attack stats. I mean, reasonable defensive stats, I would say. You know, we'll see how he can hold up against some of these big fights, Cell Max, Supreme Battle Spectacle, Gogeta, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Super Vegeta's details here. So this is Tenacious Secret Plan Super Vegeta. I mean, he's out on global, so we could just, it's just so easy to break it down like this, right? So, Leader Skill, Mastered Evolution, or Pure Saiyan category, Key 3 and 170% to stats. You know, Leader Skill is fine, I guess. I mean, I would not want to run double Super Vegeta as a leader, though. No way, right? We'll do Super Attack next, like I usually do. So, the Super Attack is the Final Flash, which gives himself 30% defense for 1 turn, immense damage to the enemy, all attacks become crits. No attack on the Super Attack effect, but considering the damage he's doing and the fact that he's already doing guaranteed crits, I'd say his Super Attack effect is fine. If we look, he actually got defense there, which he did not have before, so I will take that, right? Just getting that extra defense is definitely good. Then his passive skill, Fights Over. He gets 2 key and 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Remember, Super Vegeta has monster stats, by the way. Huge numbers. Over 20,000 HP, 21,000 attack, 12,000 defense. Like, these are good numbers right there. So, yeah, it's a 2 key, 200% attack and defense. He guards for the first 5 turns, so if you don't float him, it'll essentially be his first 3 turns he's guarding. Could be very good. For Supreme Battle Spectacle Beast, it's going to be great, because by the time you get to Beast, he's going to have type advantage anyway. You know, so that'll get him through the Ultimate Gohan phase, which will be really helpful. Should be good for Cell Max, right? Until you start to gain control of the fight, he'll have guard, which could be useful. Like, this guy, you know, in a lot of the showcase fights I like to do, I think he should work effectively, right? Like, you know, I think people were probably a little too negative on him, but, you know, let's see in the World Tour first. Then he gets 100% attack and defense on Super Attack. Then he gets 50% attack and defense with each Super Attack performed up to 100%, so he'll get some extra stats there. Then he gets 50% attack and defense within the same turn after receiving an attack. Then he gets a guaranteed additional Super within the same turn after receiving an attack. And then an extra 50% attack and defense and guaranteed guard if there's an enemy Cell. Now, keep in mind that Cell Max does not count for that. I really wish that they would add that to the text. That is so, like, because remember, this was first done, like, this part of a passive was done before Cell Max existed. They need to add Cell Max to this text, man. Right? Like, if they could put Ginyu Goku in the portion where, you know, it's talking about if there's a Goku and then a Ginyu Goku excluded, yeah, no shit. Then, I mean, we could get Cell Max added into this, which, you know, there is definitely some confusion for some people there. Having the, you know, a lot of people were upset about this, that, oh, he didn't have the restriction and they added a restriction. Again, I mean, it's not the biggest deal to me because from an EZA character, I feel like it's less of a thing, but, you know, Cell, I don't know. Like, do we think that there's a big Cell boss on the horizon or something? There could be. Eventually, we're going to get the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone boss rush, I suppose, where we'll fight Cell, but it is an ability, like a line of his passive, that's mostly going to be unused forever, right? He does have guaranteed stun, so enemies hit by a super attack is a guaranteed 1-turn stun. That's very good. That'll be very effective against Cell Max. Makes him a real killer in Super Battle Road stages still, so that's pretty good. He has his active skill, I Am Super Vegeta. So he gets 50, or he could do this when HP is 50% or more starting from the 5th turn, or he gets hit one time and there's an enemy cell, and he gets 5 ki and 50% attack for one turn. That gives him a huge monster extra amount of damage. I don't have a problem with the active skill and stuff like that. I mean, I wish it would give him defense or something like that as well, but he's going to hit very hard with that active up. Then the Link set here, he's got Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Saiyan Pride, Golden Warrior, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, just kind of like your typical stuff we'd want to see. 12 key multiplier is 150% for him, which, again, is kind of the typical number. One thing that's very good for Super Vegeta, this guy right there. That is good. And then there's this base form right there. Because if we look at a lot of these aren't very relevant characters right now. I mean, you could get through with Super Trunks. Oh my god, is this guy going to be a great EZA? Whew. Oh man. Yeah, this guy in GT Goku, holy. There's some 2021 characters. I'm very excited for their EZAs. Okay, so there's that. There's Super Vegeta. Let's go ahead and take a look now at... Yeah, we went through everything. Let's take a look at the boys' categories here. So, Super Vegeta's teams. He's on Mastered Evolution. Okay, yeah, because I think he did introduce the Mastered Evolution category into the game. He's also on the Pure Saiyan category team also. Okay. Then he's on Full Power. Full Power has gotten some really significant buffs, huh? Over the last, I don't know, calendar year or something like that. They've added a lot of power to this category. That's good. Then Vegeta is also on Vegeta Family. So Vegeta Family fleshed out some nice options here. I mean, but this guy is so crazy. And then King Vegeta, Super Vegeta are certainly options. Super Trunks is something that could work. Vegeta is also on the Super Saiyan category team. They've really pummeled Super Saiyan recently, so Super Saiyan is in a pretty good spot for sure. He's also on Worthy Rivals. I'm ready for Worthy Rival. This could get a good leader skill and be interesting. I do think they could give us like a Tien or something, Dokkan Fest, and we could have Worthy Rival become like a real team. Could be very, very interesting. Or maybe even Beerus, huh? Yeah. Then Vegeta's also on Android Cell Saga. So another potential character we could run for Super Trunks. I mean, it certainly does make it easier. Super Trunks is huge RNG roulette, but I mean, when it works, when you hit, 777, Super Trunks is going to have a big effect on the fight for sure. Then he's also on Rapid Growth. Okay. Yeah, that's great. More options for a category like this. Very, very good. Because as you guys can see, this is one of those really dumbass Dokkan bullshit categories right here. Rapid Growth. Because there's just so many characters where again, the infamous one is Goku Black is talking to Blue Vegeta and literally uses the exact Japanese of what this category is called to describe Vegeta's growth. And that Vegeta, that Blue Vegeta from the Future Trunks arc, is not on the category. It's really dumb. But another option here is obviously good. Then Vegeta's also on the Gifted Warrior category team. Broly leads Gifted Warriors, right? So that means Vegeta... Well, No, he doesn't. Broly leads full power is what I was getting mixed up with. It's Majunior leads Gifted Warriors. Definitely not running double Majunior these days. I would not want to. Gifted Warriors could be a good leader skill to add to some character, though, for sure. Nice roster there. Then, oh, yeah, Vegeta's on Heavenly Events. Sure. Yeah, Vegeta is just a solid option added to some weak categories. We'll take that. And then finally, Vegeta's on Power Beyond Super Saiyan as well. This guy is a king-sized buff for that Fusion Zamasu fight for sure. This would have helped a lot, right? That mission was so damn hard. That stupid Power Beyond Super Saiyan mission. And this guy would make it... Like, if they drop those same missions on Global right now, like, y'all are gonna just, like, clown on that mission and be like, oh, this is what was so hard? The truth, you idiot? It's like, bro, I did my best, man. It was way tougher back then. All right, anyway, there's EZA Super Vegeta. I'm not sure, man. I mean, again, I don't think he's as bad as people say, but if you guys have noticed by now, I'm not as hard. Like, I'm very harsh on new summonable characters. Like, no, you bastards better be goddamn good. if I'm dropping $3,000 to get you up to speed, all right? You better be good. But like EZA characters, I mean, I look at them as just like help for teams. These are not meant to be the linchpin. Oh my God, look out, Blue Gogeta, Super Vegeta, the father of the game is here. Like it's, you know, he's still gonna be a helpful option. You know, I think that they made him good enough, but they certainly could have made him a lot better. We'll see once Kefla arrives on JP how big the gap actually is, but you know, here was the Super Vegeta. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.